right, guys, so everybody here in the Huntsman has, you know, a beautiful hunting partner or a handsome hunting partner with six-pack abs. We got people with dogs and every other hunting partner you can imagine. I had no hunting partner. I got my boy Joey. This is Joey. So just to let you know that I am the original Ted. I am the original Ted. This is my guy, Joey, my hunting partner. This is gonna be my hunting partner for the show. This guy doesn't need to eat. He doesn't need to drink any water. He doesn't need to go to the bathroom. He's not gonna scare away or spook away game. You guys better watch out because Ted, Wallace, and Joey are coming for you on the Huntsman.
Welcome back to another episode of The Huntsman. We're very grateful you guys took time out of your busy evenings to join us, but we're gonna make it worth your while. As we teased last week in episode 3, hunting in the United States is now starting to come in. So after months of watching our trail cams, going through Instagram and remembering good memories and lusting after other people's deer, we're finally having a chance to jump in the game ourselves. Not that we weren't happy for our friends to the north in Canada or in Europe, but we felt it was time to showcase what we had going on. Ted Wallace joined the cast when he decided to come on and pursue white-tailed deer. However, he had an opportunity to call an audible and go after a moose through putting in a tag. The question is, does he get one? Sarah and Cody Lawhorn decided to go after whitetail in their own area. We are also going to join Travis Glassman again as now mule deer is in for Kansas. So without any further ado, let's swing back and join Ted as he begins his saga.
So this hunt started for me 8 years ago when I first put in for the Maine Moose tag. I've been hunting Maine for about 15 years, black bear hunting, and just love the state. I love the scenery, I love the atmosphere, I love the people. It was just a place I wanted to be, and maybe I was a little naive, but I actually thought and I was confident that I would get a tag. Why I thought that, I don't know. I was confident that I would get a tag. And sure enough, after a black bear hunt in Canada, I came home, I checked the lottery results, and there it was. I landed an opportunity of a lifetime for an epic hunt that my friends and I never thought in a million years that I would land something like this. And now it was a reality. So Jason and I drove up there. We drove up to Maine and we headed out. It was a 10-hour drive. The weather was perfect, no issues.
Almost to a call, which is amazing. So he's alive.
All right, so we're real close. We're about an hour away from Eagle Lake, Maine, where OMM Outfitters is located, our outfitter and guide service. For the next 2 days, we're expecting some really good weather. It's supposed to drop down into the 20s and virtually no wind. So it's going to be a home run. On Wednesday, it's supposed to rain a little. So hopefully we can get in 2 good days of hunting. All right, here we are. Pulling up, just arrived. Eagle Lake End. My guide was Tom Hamilton. Great guy, great personality, a lot of fun to be around. Knew his stuff. I mean, really knew his stuff. Later that day, before we turned in, I had to go shoot my bow. So it was just getting a little dark right after dinner, and Tom wanted me to shoot. After that, we had dinner, we were cutting it up a little bit at camp, and we finally hit the rack. So we were parked on this road, and right to our right was a cut, an old logging cut off this road. And right in front of us, about 100 yards, was where we were going to go down to that pond and hunt where Tom saw the sign. I get out of the car and I take some scent killer and I start spraying myself down with scent killer, and I hear a moose call. I hear Tom start calling. So, and I hear the moose calling back. Now I don't know if it's a cow. I don't know if it's a bull. I haven't even seen it yet. I don't know what's going on. So I kind of lift up on my toes to see what's going on, and I could see the crown between the antlers of the bull moose over the berm, and I hit it with the rangefinder, and it's 40 yards. So it's close, and it comes together perfectly. Perfectly.
That's a nice bull, dude. That's a pig. That's awesome. That's awesome. We didn't even get into where we were going. We didn't go anywhere. The truck is still cold.
Jason was shaking, and Jason shut the camera off right after the shot. Got a little bit of footage. I had some on a GoPro, but at that point it really didn't matter. About a half an hour later, went to the cut, went up, and we saw some blood. So we followed the blood to the end of, at the end of the cut, there was a trail, probably about 5 feet wide. And Jason spotted the arrow with the lighted knock wedged in between this bush.
He stood up in front of me. He was standing right there, wobbling around. He came down here and fell down.
Oh my God.
OMM, baby. That is a stud. Are you kidding me? Look at the folds in those palms. Look at that. That's an old bull. I think so, yeah. See how bladed off he is on the top. He's folded.
At that point, we walked into the woods, you know, walked in about 10 feet, and I put my hands on this animal, and that's when it hit me. That's when it really hit me emotionally, what I did. All right, guys, we're here at Eagle Lake, Maine, getting it done. OMM Outfitters, Team Rack Life, we're here. I shot this bull this morning, probably about 15 minutes into the hunt. Came down the trail, and Tom Hamilton, the guide, laid down some cow calls. This bull was with a cow, came in, about 40-yard shot with my bow. It was a fantastic hunt. I mean, this guy Tom Hamilton has his stuff together. And that's it. I mean, that's all I can say. I hope I didn't bore you guys with this video, but this is from my heart, and I really appreciate it. And Sons of Fall, I really thank you guys, Joe Port, for giving me the opportunity, and Brian Henley and Paul Lawler. Thank you guys for the help, and I hope this works out, and I hope you guys really like this video.
I got all the camera gear already ready and loaded in the truck. Ready to rock and roll.
Yep, pretty much ready to go. We're getting ready to leave, so I gotta be in stealth mode, gotta get my hardy face paint on.
Southern Ohio, doing a little early season whitetail hunting. Hoping to see a big doe or maybe a nice buck today. Fingers crossed.
Ma.
Oh my gosh. I'm shaking. What did you see him? Oh, you see him. Awesome buck. Awesome. So I just shot a buck. I wasn't even really paying attention. I just stood up to stretch and looked to my left, and then I saw this buck coming in about 60 yards. He's walking straight toward me. Grabbed my bow, got about 40 yards and I dropped back. And he was just coming straight toward me. Finally, at about 20 maybe 20 yards. He gave me a broadside shot, and I just took the shot. Fingers crossed I got him. It looked like a good shot. Shaking so bad right now. Oh my gosh. We've been looking for my buck for a couple hours now. Haven't been able to find him. Lost a track of blood, so that's all looking we're going to do today. We're going to come back tomorrow and maybe the next day and continue to look, maybe look for some buzzards. Really hope we find him. Really bummed right now. Looked like a good shot. I think he ducked a little, jumped the string. We'll just have to watch the footage and see. Fingers crossed we find him.
It's been a couple of days since I shot that awesome 10-point. We still haven't found him. Super disappointed about it. It rained that night, and then the next day when we went in, there was no way we were gonna find any blood. I mean, I'm very disappointed. It's all I think about right now. It was the perfect setup. He came in to 20 yards, wasn't even alerted. Everything just went so smoothly, and I play it over and over again in my mind, and it just doesn't make sense to me why it didn't work out. Hard work pays off, so I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue to work just as hard and dedicate as much time as I can to being out in the woods, and I'm going to get it done. I had given up all hope on finding my buck that I shot early season. The blood trail ended about 100 yards in. Couldn't find any more sign of him, and it rained that next day. We weren't getting him on any trail cam pics, so I was concentrating on some other nice shooter bucks that we had. And lo and behold, I got some pretty exciting news today. So my husband Cody and my brother, they were out hanging a tree stand for gun season, and I was at work, unfortunately, and I got the call that they found my buck laying in the woods. I'm gonna get my hands on this buck for the first time. In the video, he looked like he had a really nice 10-point rack, so let's find out what he looks like. Oh my gosh, oh wow, look at him. Oh man, I can't even believe this right now. Wow, he is massive. Look at this chocolate 10-point. He's gonna look really good on the wall. Definitely getting this bad boy mounted. My biggest bow kill to date, probably ever. Like I'm thinking he's at least in the 140s, maybe 150. Wish we would have found him sooner, but at least finding him in the end, I'm happy about that. I wasn't having a lot of other opportunities this season, so I couldn't be more blessed and thankful to find him. Oh, this is awesome. So happy.
Well, over my shoulder, there is a really good bluff that mule deer have bedded in historically, and it's something I check almost on a daily basis during the rut. Up top there's a green wheat field, and they've been feeding up there, and there's been bucks pushing does up there the last few days. We hunted in a tree stand just over the hill to our west the other night, and we did see some deer up there, but there was a smaller buck, and I think since there's been a big dog that's came in and ran him off, and we just caught a glimpse of a real big typical, and not sure how heavy he is. We think he's got an extra point. He's got real good sets of forks on the fronts and the back, and we're just going to let him get settled in here. The wind is kind of blowing straight at him, so we're going to have to take the valley to the bottom and to the west and get to the east of, or to the west of him, and make a circle, and then maybe scale some of those some of these ridges coming back at him. So we got a fun afternoon ahead of us. It looks like it is 11:27, so midday. They're getting ready to settle in, it looks like, and I think he's going to be rutting these does in these canyons probably most of the day. So we're going to take old Doreen along with us here, and
hopefully get within 100 yards, pop it up, and make somebody curious enough to come take a look. So pretty pumped about it. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. As soon as they go in that cut, we gotta get some. Try to get this decoy turned for him. He's gonna come, man. Got him.
The Sons of Fall staff and cast proudly work with the finest in the industry. German precision optics, tough, technical, brilliant. Hoyt bows. Get serious, get Hoyt. Badlands backpacks. Become a hide-and-seek master. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Fourth Arrow, when precision, strength, and performance are everything.
It's over, dude. Did you get it? He's going down right there. Dude, did you see what happened? My arrow fell off my nock. I could not hardly, I was trying to get another arrow, and I decided just to try to slide the other arrow back on the nock. Oh my goodness, what just happened? I'll tell you what I've learned over the years. When stupid stuff like that happens, if you just stick with it. And here's the arrow. And it is Victory VAP TKO Smoke City with the dead meat on the front. That should have ate him up like a redneck picnic, right? As Waddell would say. Well, This makes for a heck of a memorable year. This is an awesome, awesome hunt. Again, thank you, Jared, for coming along and filming. You laid down some epic footage there. This is my buddy J-Rod. The 1-2 duo on filming and killing, I'll tell you that.
God, it's fun, man.
What are we gonna do now?
I don't know. We take out big mule deer, big elk. It doesn't matter. It's fun.
Oh, man.
You gotta love the country.
And there you have it, episode 4 is in the books. If that doesn't get your heart pumping, I don't know what will. I also know one of two things are happening right now. You're either not a sportsman, or 2, you're flatlined and you just need to dial 911. As we went through editing and producing this episode, there was one word that seemed to resonate with us that personified the cast members as a whole, and that was perseverance. Ted believed and had faith that he was someday going to go on that moose hunt and continue to put in for a tag every year. He was rewarded with that. Sarah and Cody never gave up looking for that buck. I won't forget when Sarah called and explained what happened and her disappointment in not finding it and her commitment to continuing to look for that buck. 2 things stood out. One was her passion for the sport. She was more than just someone on Instagram trying to peddle goods. And 2, her respect for the animal. Either way, it was rewarded when she found that buck. And what a buck. I would have been happy to have taken that one this year. Then we had Travis, who at the height of the moment of truth, had an equipment malfunction. He persevered through and was able to harvest an amazing mule deer. So if I had to give an award out to these guys, it would be the award of perseverance. What do you think about them? Go to www.sonsoffall.com and check these guys out. Don't forget that they are playing for charity. While we have a production crew producing this show, these guys are self-filming and turning into film. They want to share their stories with you and play for their charity. So if someone's reached out to you over Instagram or some social media platform and you have a connection with them, or if there's someone you connect with just as a sportsman, get online and vote for them because that's very important. And until next time, I'm Joel Port with Sons of Fall, where we're wishing you a safe and happy season.